Hi, my name is Anna-Karin and I am a lesbian mother.
Did you ever wonder what it's like being a lesbian mother? Well, that question obviously has as many answers as there are lesbian mothers. So here is one of those stories. This is Anna-Karin. She is, together with her wife, the mother of Bobo.
He is 10 months old. He has 2 mothers and 1 brother. He is probably the fastest, the loudest, cutest and best baby in the whole world.
She got pregnant through insemination in Denmark, and it's actually pretty common for Swedish lesbian couples to go to Denmark to get pregnant. And this is for a couple of different reasons.
You can't do it within the healthcare system in Sweden, but the lines are very long and they can be for several years. So that is one main reason. And also, if you want a closed donor, then you have to go outside Sweden, because in Sweden it is the law that you must have an open donor. So that is the reason we went to Denmark, because we wanted a closed donor. An open donor is someone that the baby can make contact with when it gets older. And closed donor, with a closed donor you can't. So then it's like it's not a person on the other hand, just a donation. And we are very grateful for that donation, but we don't want it to be a person on the other end. So that's why we chose the closed donor.
When he gets a little bit older, he's going to go to daycare, and Anna-Karin is thinking about what kind of daycare she wants for him.
It's very important that the daycare staff is like talks about different kind of family, and not is all wrapped up in this mom, dad, kids stuff, and not only like sometimes talk about there can be different kind of families, but also has it like how they play and how they talk in the normal day life, and what kind of books they read and stuff like that. Because of course he's gonna notice that most kids has a mom and a dad, but I don't want him to feel like, oh, I'm so weird or my moms are so weird, why did I do this?
Anna-Karin has a podcast about getting pregnant, and being a mom as a lesbian, where other mothers or mothers-to-be tell their stories.
I started a podcast because when we were trying to get me pregnant, I listened to the podcast there is about those things, and I read a lot of books, and I read a lot of stuff online. And I couldn't help but notice that it was all very heteronormative. All the guests in the podcast were straight women who told their story about not about how they get pregnant, but about pregnancy and giving birth and everything. And also the best advice on how to get pregnant I could find was always have a lot of sex. And it doesn't really work that way for us. So, and also I wanted a podcast where you had not just the part about being pregnant and giving birth, but also on how to get pregnant, and then not the male version, but our versions. All my guests in the podcast are lesbians. Not all the experts, but many of them, which is very fun. So I am glad to make the podcast that I would have wanted when I tried to be pregnant. Big words. But that is basically why I started it, because I wanted it to exist. I felt the need for it myself.
I hope this story will remind you that just because you don't see yourself represented in the media, doesn't mean that there aren't other people like you out there. So I encourage you to go out there and find them. And if you are a lesbian couple who are thinking about having a child, listen to Anna-Karin's message.
Just do it, because one side it's very much fun and all the love, and it's a great thing to do, but also kids to same-sex couples tend to be more open-minded and if it's anything the world really needs, it's more open-minded people. So do it for the world.